Here we see the necessary health and safety equipment needed for working safely on a roof. We have the safety harness, the high-vis vest and the hard hat and the safety boots. Also we see the scaffold to be used.
Here we see the bracketing arrangement for two Heliostar 252 solar panels. The 6 brackets are fixed centrally on the roof. It is important that the brackets are placed in the flat part of the tile and fixed using the screws provided onto the tile battens.
Here we have the bracket, which is fully adjustable by means of loosening the bolt here. We can adjust the bracket up or down. The L-shaped part of the bracket here simply hooks onto the lath and the tile at the required measurement.
The spacings are as follows from left to right: 800mm and 1200mm. The spacing from the upper 3 brackets to the lower 3 brackets must be exactly 1640mm. This is achieved by setting the upper brackets in place and using the slide adjustment on the lower brackets to achieve the measurement required. When the brackets are in place, the lead trays can be installed. It is important that they are treated with patination oil as follows. The lead trays are installed at the top left and top right respectively. Here we see the felt being marked. A small insertion is made in the felt to allow for the insertion of the flow and return pipes through the lead tray. The lead trays are fixed in position directly over the holes which have previously been cut in the felt. They are held in position with nails onto the lath. With the lead in position, the tiles can be reinstated. One of the tiles must be cut to fit the profile of the lead tray. Here we see the 6 brackets and 2 lead trays in position on the roof. We notice how the lead is formed into the shape of the tiles. Here we can see the aluminium rails and other pieces of equipment necessary for fixing the panels on the roof. This includes the rails, the flexible pipes and all other fixings. The aluminium rails can be assembled on the ground before being mounted on the roof. Each aluminium rail is connected to the second by means of an aluminium connection piece in the centre. Here we see the pre-assembly of this. Before joining both rails together, the central attachment clamp must be placed in the groove provided. With the aluminium rails assembled, the attachment bolts with U-profile washers can be inserted. The aluminium rails can now be attached to the roof anchors. We notice how the left hand rail has two fixing points, while the right hand rail has only one. The upper rail can be installed and fixed tightly in position at this point. It is important to centralise the aluminium rail on the top row of brackets. This can be achieved by measuring the overhang on both sides and equalising them. The bottom rail can now be installed. To achieve overall squareness, it is important to take a diagonal measurement and equalise both diagonals. The solar panels can now be installed on the rails, starting with the left. We will notice there is a groove in the profile of the back of the panel which exactly matches the profile of the rails. The panel is installed onto the rail and pushed so that it engages with the middle aluminium clamp. The outer attachment clamps can now be installed as follows. Before installing the second panel, the protective film should be removed where the collectors touch at the centre. The right hand panel can now be installed. The flexible hoses and sensor can now be installed. The solar sensor is installed into the panel at the upper left side. It is important that it is installed correctly into the pocket provided in the panel. The hoses are connected to the outlets on the upper side of the panel and sealed using the fibre washers provided. It may be necessary to wrap the 1 metre long flexible hose with insulation tape to ensure that it inserts inside the lead tray easily. The panels are now installed on the roof. They can now be commissioned.